Alright. Get a couple things ready, and we'll start talking soon. You know, other than the fact that I'm already talking right now, but yeah, that's besides the point. Okay. I think that's set up enough. Oh, MPO 19's here. What's up? Hey. Thank you for stopping by. I'm getting my satisfactory stream set up. Out of curiosity, do you know anything about this game? Because I love talking about it. I want any reason to talk about it. So please give me a reason. That you don't know. Oh, good. That means I can talk for a little bit. So basically, the game is satisfactory. It's a game where all you got to do is make factories that you find satisfactory. That joke never gets old. It's amazing. But yeah, that's it. Basically, you make big factories to make some big parts. It's like Factorio, where you make factories, but in 3 dimensions. That's kind of the main parts of it. It's a lot. I think it's a lot more than that, but it's really cool. It's a Roblox tycoon game. You know what? Yeah. It's a Roblox tycoon game, but like RTX. Some people call it like a RTX Gmod or something, but I think that's more ultra kill. This is RTX Roblox tycoon game. I'm assuming you have a good time on this game. Main thing that I'm doing on here is trying to do like a really stupid, not really stupid, but it's like an impossible challenge that I've given myself, where I'm like trying to make a massive super factory that uses all of the resource nodes that's on the map. Also, in the game, let's see. I know this looks like a lot, but I'm just going to zoom into like a small segment. So basically, the game does take place on like this massive world that has a lot of resources in it. Dinafis Prime. But so there's resources like iron, copper, limestone, coal. Let's see there's quartz, sulfur, and some other things. Let's see, trying to see if I can get this. Also, I've been having some weird performance issues with this. Although I think it's because of the amount of stuff that I've got running. It's a lot. Life fact, did you know iron generated from space? I would think so, because for iron to actually form in the first place, stars would have to collapse so much that they would compress particles to become iron. Kelnick is in chat. AI Shapeshifter took a profile pic on YouTube and Discord. Damn her. Darn. But anyways, welcome Kelnick to the stream. I'm telling MP about the game. So, as big as the game actually is, the resources are limited, and my main task that I've tasked myself with doing is making some of these late end game parts. This one's called the ballistic warp drive. This thing, let's see, it needs these like complex rockets that's made of a bunch of complicated parts. A singularity cell that's like a miniature black hole, a superposition oscillator, and that like allows for teleportation for some reason, and dark matter crystals, normal items. Is that a freaking nuke bomb? No, it's actually a wormhole generator, a ballistic warp drive, as the name entails. from so the main actual goal is to finish this like massive spaceship that's on like a massive space platform above us. And one of the last parts to do that is those ballistic warp drives. And I've seen the ending animation once you get the whole thing done. It literally just launches off tons of these little missiles, and they all collide with each other, which each of these have like a miniature black hole in them or something, and they just collapse together and create a wormhole. And then the ship that we made gets sent off back to Earth with a bunch of resources. I think that's how that works. I'm not a scientist. It's cool. It actually is really cool. Although we won't be able to see that actual ending sequence for like a long time. Like, I'm not actually sure how long it might take. By my estimates, it might take like a couple months for me to get to where I want to be, because I want to somehow automate 60 of these a minute, and in the game, everything's kind of measured in items per minute, which does make like scaling things up kind of interesting, because resource nodes extract. Let's see, resource nodes extract resources at a specific items per minute. Machines input items at a specific items per minute. Everything's in items per minute. It's there is a limit to the amount of stuff that you can make, but it can get really big, and I want to see how big I can get it. MP. Also, it kind of looks like Space Tycoon. I don't remember the name of the game on Roblox. I wouldn't know the game specifically, but we are on an alien planet, technically speaking, and it has a bunch of resources that... I believe how the lore of the game is that Earth doesn't have any resources, so we're trying to get resources for them. I think that's the lore. All at the same time, we're finding alien artifacts and figuring out how to use transdimensional warp power, which is something kind of interesting. Wait, so today's little project, and this is something else that I've been... this is something else that I've been, like, really focused on doing. There's actual... Wait, hold on. Impy, there's actual alien species on Earth. Did you know that? I didn't know anything about an actual alien species on Earth. Let's see, where is it? Oh, yeah. Other thing, I do a lot of math and write down all of the recipes and items per minute that I need for everything. Which, this gets a little insane. I did like a lot of the math that I think I needed to do for 70% of what mega project I want, so at least that's set up. Main thing, Rowan's Einstein of the games. Maybe. But, the main thing that I need right now, and I've got this under the total requirements section, I have the steel ingots that I need, and I needed like 8,000 of that a minute. I also needed like some extra iron, and that's at 6,500. Next, today's stream, however, I'm going to be working on getting 8,000 concrete, which requires... Got the numbers here. Here they are. 12,000 limestone a minute, which is a lot. And not many places on the map actually has the amount of resources to reach that crazy items a minute. There is one place, however, that does. Give me a moment. And the one place that does is way over here in the top left, in this area, because it actually has like a lot of these limestone nodes that are of actual high quality. There's a bunch of normal ones, but there's like a couple pure ones, and the pure ones just give you more resources, basically. Kenlick says, damn it, I really wanted to make Shapey speak, but I can't find a large language model that speaks Russian. Lambda speaks Russian, but speaks English. ChatGPT is too expensive and censored. I don't know too much about language models to give you any tips on that. So unfortunately, you're kind of on your own there. So yeah, need a ton of limestone. We also need a ton of water, because the recipe that I'm going to use to make all of that concrete uses this one recipe called wet concrete, throws limestone and water together, and that makes concrete. Now, I do actually have the water settled, so I don't actually have to think about water too much. That's because we go over here. I got this massive water drone delivery port thing. I don't know what's really called this. It uses a lot of these things called drone ports, and let's see if I can find one. There's basically actual drones that you can throw items into, and give it some kind of fuel, and it'll go to any other drone port that you tell it to go to. So in this case, all of these drone ports here have water packagers that package water into a container, a solid form, that comes from these water extractors. And then it comes up to all of these drones, and they can transport all of the packaged water to anywhere on the map. And you can kind of see some of them flying off as well. It's cool. Let's see, MP. I'll tell you a lot about space facts in this stream. Did you know that there's a planet that's just like Earth that orbits a similar sun and is bigger? I didn't know about that. That's pretty neat. Shadow VR says, I need chiz. Well, go get chiz. They might be in your cabinet. Yeah. Anyways, as cool as this drone port thing is, it's actually not 100% complete yet. Because, let's see, these two lanes are actually done. It's just this third lane that's on the far end isn't actually completed yet. Although I haven't had a reason to use all of the water drones on even the second row yet, so that's fine. Can you drive the funny train? You can kind of ride on it, but you might fall out. Kellex says that you found a model, not sure if it's a good large language model. Well, if you put enough effort into it, it might just work suddenly. Again, I don't know how those things work. I just know you throw a bunch of data in it, then it might work. Alright, I'm going to see if I can actually like ride on one of these drones. It is recommended, though, if you're going to ride one of these, to get a jetpack. A little jetpack here and have some fuel, because you might fall off. Shadow VR might actually die if you don't eat spaghetti right now. Well, go with the spaghetti, I guess. Oh, hungry horses, you're high. Oh. Well, I guess that answers your question, MP. I just got launched off. Those things just move way too fast, and they just tend to, like, throw you off, really. Right, so, anyways, welcome Hungry to the chat. I was just kind of giving people an idea of what's been going on. A couple new ones coming in. MP specifically. Main task I'm doing today, Hungry. I'm gonna get a ton of concrete. I need 12,000 of it a minute. In order to do that, I'm going all the way over to a specific biome that has a lot of limestone. And then using a bunch of water, I'll get, for my water drone ports, I'll be getting hopefully a ton of concrete, and then I have to, like, train all of that. That is a big number. It is very big, yes. But doable. It is actually doable. Anyways, we're now in the limestone biome. You can tell because it's made of limestone. But can we find a limestone node? Actually, that's a good question. Where's the nearest limestone node? That direction. All right. Calix says, by the way, did they add an ending to SF? So Satisfactory? They did? Once you complete Phase 5, then you actually launch a really big rocket. Or, not a big rocket, but like a big spaceship. And it enters a wormhole to go back to Earth, and it's a really cool sequence. And that's the actual ending. Otherwise, you can kind of do whatever, really. Right, I gotta get started on this insanity. Is there a... Need to find a nearby power source. Right, so, other stories to talk about, since there's not much else to talk about in this. Recent... if you missed it, I mentioned this on, like, a community post recently. I actually got a Blue Sky account recently. As in, like, yesterday. Shoot, I don't actually have a link to... I don't actually have a link to it on my channel yet. Hold on, I'm gonna do that really quick. Before I forget, because I feel like I will. But anyways, Blue Sky is a site that's kind of similar to Twitter, but more focused on actually finding content that you're interested in and not finding content that you're not interested in. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out if it's actually worth looking into. But I'm gonna try and like post stuff on there every now and again and interact with stuff there to see what's possible. Let's see. Kelnick says they copy pasted the it's a copy paste of Twitter, by the way. I mean, it kind of is. It's actually made by the same people that are like created by one of the same founders that founded Twitter, but seems more focused on actually being like a place for people to talk to instead of being toxic to each other. I think it's hard to tell until like a couple months later, and then we find out what it actually is. But whatever, a new venture, we'll find out what it is. Hungry Horse, I'm doing a study guide for a test as we speak. I won't talk too much. Alright, well, good luck on studying on the test. Hopefully don't distract you too much. Anyways, I'm thinking, at least on there, I'm gonna be... I mean, I already post like some of my thumbnail stuff on my Discord, but I'm thinking on also posting some of my stuff on there. Trying to figure out what I actually want with it. So that would be kind of neat to look into. Let's see. Alright, other story that I got. Oh, holy moly, you can place blocks? Oh yeah, these are foundations. And normally whenever you place buildings that do stuff, you can kind of place them wherever at any angle that you want using the scroll wheel. But if you put them on foundations, it actually snaps at like a very specific angle. And you can also press the H key and use the numpads to nudge it to where you want it to go, and it's kind of cool. There is building in the game. You can build some pretty cool stuff. There's like these like block factories that I made at one point that just has a bunch of machines in it. That's something. Let me see. So that produces 600 a minute. And if I pull out wet concrete, it takes 120 a minute to work, so 600, divide that by 120, is exactly 5 refineries. Cool. Nemo Kelly, we came to dig. Wish we actually could dig. I mean, we technically can, but not really. I think we'll put it here. MP says this game is too big and confusing for one brain cell. I think the game does a good job of like easing you into it, though. I think Russia's now blocking Cloudflare. No, that's sad. I don't know what to say about that. Good thing I'm Turkish. Let's see. So if I do that, that'll make... Okay, so that's... Let's see. There we go. Oh, also, MP, there's also a way how you can like overclock stuff and make them like operate more, which ends up allowing you to make less buildings, which is kind of nice. Except it does cost more power, so that's just something to keep in mind. Let's see. Is the currency power here? It kind of is actually. Hold on. Let me go. Technically, the main currency is power. Every machine requires some amount of power in order to use, and that's measured in megawatts. And we have this is a power tower. It's just a better way to distribute power. And it can show you a big graph of all of the power that you have on your power network, or your power grid, more like. And way over here, behind this rock, is my nuclear reactor setup, which produces, I think, 100,000 megawatts, which is pretty good. Although, unfortunately, later on in the game, you're gonna need like multiple hundreds of thousands of stuff. And oh yeah, also nuclear reactors produce toxic byproducts that you gotta get rid of, because it produces radiation, and if you're not careful, your whole world can get radiated. That's why there's ways to refine it. And let me see if I can find a... over here. I have good old-fashioned particle accelerators, turning the uranium waste into plutonium pellets. That then gets combined with some concrete in this big block of a thing, and sent down here to be combined with these very fancy cubes. And they become plutonium fuel rods, which they're pretty good. I don't really use them actually for power. I use them to power all of those drones at the water port. That's nice. Kelnick says, I wish I could fly to Canada. Joke? Huh? How is that a joke? What if you just wanted to go to Canada, though? Damn it, deleted. Oh. I don't think YouTube likes some words. Actually. Okay, one thing I noticed is that this reactor isn't getting enough power for some reason, because it's not getting enough water for some reason. I'm not looking for trying to figure out why that's a thing, so I'm just gonna mind my own business and go back to making concrete. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Right, so other story thing that kind of happened recently. Me and a friend got together and we played Minecraft a little bit. It was on like one of our friends' private servers. And so on there, we kind of already finished the game. Gosh. I can see why they probably censored it then, Kelnick. with a joke like that. I'm not a fan of them censoring stuff, but I don't know. Maybe don't say those. I don't know what to say about that. Whatever. So back to the Minecraft-ness. That ready? Okay. Let's see. So we finished the whole game, technically, and now we're in a state where we're just trying to figure out what to actually do now, since everything's technically done. Hungry's pen home broke. Oh. Oh. I think I just need 2 of those, I think. So we're trying to figure out what we got to do, because game's technically done. We defeated the Ender Dragon, and now we're trying to, like, get resources to feel like that we've completed the game or something. Well, we decided eventually to go fight some wither skeletons, and hopefully summon the wither so we can get a beacon. Slight issue, though. We couldn't actually find any skulls. Like, no matter how hard we tried, we literally just couldn't find any skulls. We went on for, I think, like 30 or 40 minutes or something, and then we just kind of gave up. And we were kind of complaining, thinking like, man, there's like nothing for us to do. We don't even have an actual house yet because we kind of skipped everything to get to where we are. And oh, by the way, I'm looking at a spreadsheet that I use to keep track of what drones I'm using. If you're wondering why I'm not moving much. So 46 and 47. Okay. However, at one point, my friend had a brilliant idea. What if we just ran off in a random direction and just technically started like a new world somewhere else? As in, we just go exploring somewhere for like a while. And we just make a home base somewhere else, basically. That's what we ended up doing. You don't find them with wither skeleton drops. They're a whopping 2.5 to 5% chance of dropping. It's stupid rare. We had looting 3 as well, and we've been searching for like a good chunk of time. We just got bored. But yeah, we actually just left all of our gear at our old base and went off to go find. Hold on, let me double check some of this. Okay. God. I'm kind of wondering if Kelnick's messages are getting blocked, because I'm seeing, like, on my phone, the top messages are don't have all of them, but on the live chat, which actually has all of them, are actually showing the messages. That's weird. Yeah, whatever. Let's see. Impy, you know you can also explore the end with little loopholes like beating the engine. Yeah, we done that. We got the elytra. We basically did everything that we could do, really. The only thing that was left was probably getting like a full netherite. But even then, we just didn't feel like doing that because that was just kind of boring because we're just digging forever finding netherite. Boring. So yeah, we literally just left all of our gear at our old base. And we went out to go explore and find somewhere else to go. YouTube blocks a lot of messages in interesting messages mode. They have a list. I have no control over the list. I don't know why they do that. Like, at all. But anyway. But, look, Kelnick, I know how important that actually is. I don't want to talk about it because I just don't feel comfortable talking about it. It's important, yes, to mention. I don't want to talk about it, okay? I just want to talk about Minecraft. That's what I want, okay? It's also why I'm not going to be talking about it anymore. Anyways. So, Minecraft. We go over on an exploration. We get... What was it? Oh yeah, we also had like a villager farm. And let's see, basically my friend got a bunch of cookies. And we got 32 cookies each, and we both went in one direction for a while, and we decided we're gonna keep going until we run out of cookies. And my drones aren't coming here for some reason. Hungry Horse, or on your phone, change the messages so you can see Kelnick. So that there's actually on is there a way that I can change that on my phone? I don't know on my phone specifically, but I can actually see like a top chat and a live chat, and I didn't actually know about this. There's like a difference between top chat and live chat. So I have it set for live so I can actually see everything. And that's how I met your mother. Crazy. Corazonos. Okay, this is confusing because I do have these two drone ports ready, and there should be water coming this way, but ports just aren't coming for some reason. Yeah, now that I'm in live chat, I can actually see Kelnick's words. Because your words actually get hidden on, like, by default in top chat. I guess because you're using keywords that YouTube doesn't like. For some reason. Drones are very active. I would like for them to be active. Maybe they're not... Hold on. Is it literally that... I think I don't actually have any drones there. That might actually be it. I'm gonna go fix that. So back to the Minecraft tale. We go on a mega journey. We go out for... I think we end up going like 2,500 blocks or something. And let's see. I'm just trying to remember what it was like. Shoot. So we find a mountain, a really nice mountain area. We make a little bit of a base. We actually find a little wolf there, and while while we have while the wolf is there, he's actually killing a bunch of sheep. And we got some of the food from the sheep that it killed, and we went out. We actually made some campfires, believe it or not. Using the campfires, we actually got. Hold on, I need to double check. So which one's 46? Yeah, where are you going? Oh. Oh wait, there's 2 that are. Oh, I guess I didn't set that correctly. Let's see. $302? Okay. Kind of like saying, sorry if I'm making the atmosphere a little worse than it. Then, I mean, I understand those are important things that you want to talk about. It's just, I don't think they. I don't want them to. I don't want them to have a place here. More specifically, that's just my area. It's a Rod Kelnick from Hungary. Yeah. I don't like the situation over there any more than you do. I despise it. I got no ability to change what's going on over there. Let's see. Anyways, I think what happened here is I didn't actually mark down that these ports were actually being used. Oh no, I guess I didn't. Okay, well, where am I then? So on 51. Let's see. MP, Dean, have you ever played Roblox at any time for like a video or stream? I haven't, no. Here we go. So let me double check some of these. Hold on. No, I have not played Roblox at, on here yet. I have played it a little bit, but that was like with a brother of mine. And we just kind of played like a couple games there. It was really fun. Alright, what was the story about the server thing? Oh yeah, let's see. So yeah, getting back to that. So we go to a mountain area. There's some wolves. There's some sheep. The sheep kills, or no, the wolves kill, not the sheep. That'd be funny. They drop some mutton. We use a campfire in order to actually smelt or cook all the mutton. And I think at that point we just kind of we decided, you know what, we should use the campfire to cook food instead of using like furnaces. And it was actually a lot better. Over time, we ended up making like an actual base, and we thought it was really funny that for us to make an active base that was really nice was completely restarting everything. MP would advise doors and pressure as they're almost the only fun games on Roblox. I mean, I could talk with my brother and then he'd find more fun games. He plays it a lot more than I do. Okay, actually setting drone ports correctly here. It was 51 and 42. There we go. So now there should be actual drones coming in. There we go. over time, we end up making like an actual base. Took long enough. We eventually went on a little mining adventure. We found a big cave, and surprisingly, this actually came as a shock to both of us. There was a trial chamber in the cavern that was below us. We weren't too sure on going through it at first because a lot of the loot that you get there is like not really end game stuff, but stuff that we just didn't really feel like getting. But there's spiders. Kelnick's asking what I'm doing right now. Getting a bunch of limestone together for concrete. That's basically it. Nuke. I don't like spiders. I like the guts though. Those are useful. Right, so should the... Good grief, where are the drones? Status en route, okay. So we oh yeah, here's one. So yeah, we find a trial chamber, and we reluctantly went and did it, and we actually had a good time with it, really, despite like not exactly wanting everything that was there, but we had fun with it anyway. Kelnick's asking, okay with pressing over 12 buttons? Yes. Actually, more like I'm clicking different combinations of stuff. I've gotten used to it in muscle memory, so I can use this quite well. Anyways, this should start making concrete now. Yep. Cool. I'm gonna put a sign here that says what's being produced. So let's see, that's five refineries worth. What's the base recipe? Sorry, I'm getting off talking. I'm just like looking at this. 80, 400. Okay. I'm wanting to make sure I keep track of how much is being used here. There we go. MP says, to be honest, Doors is way better than Pressure because Doors goes way more into chapters of a Pressure already ended, and sometimes because of the wall dwellers, it makes me paranoid. From what I've seen, I think Pressure is a little bit better. I know about the games, and Hunger mentioned that Pressure has a voice actor for. I forgot it's the same one that voices Gabriel from Ultra Kill. Gabe Ultra Kill is so cool, so is Sebastian Solis. He does a really good job on those characters. Okay. So yeah, that's only 400 a minute, and I need 12,000. This is gonna be fun. Let's see, there's like a lot of limestone. Oh well. Let's see. Actually, really quick, do I want to make like just a big factory and then have a bunch of conveyor belts going into that? You know what? That might actually look a bit more interesting. I'm gonna make a big factory somewhere in the middle. I'm gonna probably ignore this one, but maybe around here. Yeah, this seems big enough. All right. So back to the Minecraft story for a little bit. by the time that we got done with the trial and also building like an actual functioning house that we both really like a lot, we get to kind of thinking about like what reason is there for actually playing too much of the game, because like, let's see, late game Minecraft kind of requires you to build on like a grand scale because it gives you so many tools to move at a grand scale. But for whatever reason, Mojang just really doesn't want to give people the tools to build on a grand scale, and instead just different ways to do everything small. And I feel like that's a problem for like playing Minecraft later on. Because, like I said, just to some point, as much as there may be to do with how many blocks that you have access to, you don't have a good way of placing all of those blocks, nor like obtaining them either. You kind of have to just keep breaking blocks forever, or keep breaking blocks or placing blocks forever. There's like only one way to place and break blocks. Of course, there's TNT, so that you can potentially break multiples, but that's kind of iffy, because if you want to collect all the resources, you can't like use the TNT sporadically. You have to like space it out a bit so that you can collect everything. Minecraft really isn't made for like the late game builds that people do nowadays. It really just isn't. I think that's what the devs should be working on, but of course I don't know if they'll ever actually work on that. Let's see. Other thing we talked about was like the Minecraft music and how different that's gotten. Especially like we talked about how like some of the new music just doesn't feel nostalgic at all. I remember I mentioned to him there was one time on one of my Satisfactory streams where I actually thought about that, and the way how I like thought about why the new music isn't as good as the old nostalgic music is because the new music from Liara, I think was her name. It's very much music that tells you how to feel, or like it doesn't really tell you specifically, but it's like you can only really feel this music if you jeez, how do I word this? The music that she makes you feel a specific way, while the old music from C418 doesn't force you to feel anything. It's just background music, and it's purposefully incompleted. So what you have as a incomplete story can be fully complete as long as you add in your own story. Which is why a lot of people find it very nostalgic, is just because, well, it's just what fills in the... let's see. It's your story, and then the music filling in for you. Good grief, I don't know how to word this right. The old music is good background music. That's kind of the main point. The new music isn't actual good background music because it tells you how to think in a specific way. Old one doesn't really think too much. You don't have to think too much. That's what I'm supposed to say. Whatever. So that was the conversation we had, and we kept thinking about like how good old, like just basic easy Minecraft is. And no joke, by the end of it all, we actually had a lot of fun. And we actually we had a good time. We joked about how there could have been a different reality where we kept farming for wither skulls, and then we would never experience whatever we had. It was nice. MP says that's a good opinion. Haven't played Minecraft after 1.20. Also, Dean, how many hours do you have in this game? In Satisfactory, I have 1,200. And I've been playing this game for many years. It actually came out as like an early access release for many years, and has been in development for I think like 5 or 6. I can't remember exactly when it started, maybe 7. But they recently, back in August, actually released the game in the version 1.0, where they added in all of the late game stuff and a lot of new buildings and resources. What's it getting? Oh yeah, concrete. Also, you mentioned MP. You mentioning you haven't played since 1.20. I've been playing Minecraft since 1.3. At least that's when I remember. That was like around the time the Ender chest got added in, which feels weird to say. I don't know what you youngins think, but way back in the day, 1.3 was the thing. And it was that. I think I had a lot of fun back then, really. Even though I was like building very small scale, I had a lot of fun with it regardless. Ender's in chat. Hey, Ender, welcome in. All right, so to get you caught up on what I'm doing, I'm making a massive limestone factory so that I can get all of the concrete that I need. That's like the main thing I'm doing. MP's brother has 5,000 hours in CSGO. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's nothing compared to my 5,300 hours I have in Dota 2. Of which I haven't actually played in months because I just kind of got, I think, fed up with it. I'm still surprised I even managed to play Dota for 5,000 hours. That's ridiculous. Although I don't actually know how many hours I have in Minecraft because it doesn't track that. But I think I have like the most hours ever in Minecraft. That's just because I've been playing ever since I was in middle school, which is like a decade and a half ago. MP, what was the worst game you ever bought? Ooh. That entails that I bought the game thinking that I would have a lot of fun with it, and then decided that I wasn't having fun with it. Oh, that's actually a good question. I gotta think about that. What was it? There was one game that was called Foxhole, I think. And the point of the game was like a strategic military warfare game where you can create whatever battlefield that you want. Or as in like you can become a cog in the machine kind of thing. And I thought it was interesting enough to check out. I bought the game and actually checked it out a bit, but I didn't. I personally didn't end up liking it because I think it was just too large scope for me to handle. I did end up refunding the game just because I didn't feel like I liked it too much. But it's still a really good game. It actually is really good. It's just something that I wasn't too interested in. Although that I don't feel like that really counts as an answer, because like it may be the worst game that I played, quote unquote. But I mean, I didn't really play it all that much, so I can't really say it was the worst game I've ever played. So I still have to think about that. When will the next Ultra Kill stream be? I've thought about that. I kind of want to get onto other games. I would like to play more Ultra Kill at some point. I kind of feel like my ideas on what I want to do with Ultra Kill is getting a little stale. So I thought about waiting until like the new map remodels come out and then playing some more there. At least that's when like some new stuff is there and I feel comfortable playing on that more. Let's see. Need 100 Thieves, good grief. So until the new update comes out, I probably won't be playing Ultra Kill for a while. You should do some Ultra Kill custom levels. I'm not really sure on doing it. Maybe one day. It's just that right now I feel like my schedule's a little packed. Because, let's see. I say packed because I mostly want to play Satisfactory right now, and that's kind of what I'm doing. But also, I've already mentioned this on some of my community posts. I'm trying to get into other games that I might be interested in. One of which was a game called In Stars and Time, and I'm very interested in playing it. And I'm going to be actually playing that this weekend, so I'm going to be interested whenever that comes out. Let's see. But also next week I've thought about also playing a game called Delta Traveler, which is that one's a Deltarune fan game that I've been interested in for a while, and I thought it'd be kind of nice to play now. When I'll actually get into Ultra Kill stuff again, I'm not 100% certain. I just kind of want to play some other stuff right now. Foundations. That's not to say that there's like no custom levels that I'm interested in. I have seen like some playthroughs on some of those levels, and they do look really, really cool. I guess I'm just not interested enough in checking them out, is what I'm trying to say. The same kind of goes for like Undertale and Deltarune fan games. They are really, really good, no doubt about that. I'm just kind of iffy on going all in on playing those, because I would rather the game be like its own experience without being too tied to the original content too much, and that's kind of what I feel with Delta Traveler, my opinion. Hungry Horse says, I personally say to play custom levels before the next update because the levels would be more likely to break once they come out if you play them after you wait a little bit longer. That is a good point. Because mods break when updates come out. I'm just not... I guess I'm just not, like, that big on doing it, I think. Yeah, I just don't know when I can, like, fit in the time to play them. Especially longer for the better custom levels. Hmm. I don't think I'll really be convinced, though. They're really good games, really are. Good mods, too. It's just more, I kind of want to, like, play other games right now. Try to get, like, a different palette. Three unknown / gluttony, where the streets have no name. Is that one of the custom levels? That is a cool name, though. Yeah, it's one of the hardest out. Oh gosh. That's kind of another thing I'm not too sure on. As much as I like Ultra Kill, I don't know. The difficulty kind of scares me a little, because I have to like be hyper focused on it all the time. And I've noticed this with my Ultra Kill streams. Even though it gets a lot of attention, there's a lot of people that stop by to look at it. What's going on? There does get to be a time when I just never... There's a flying panopticon in it? Oh, gosh. That is crazy. What about Weight of the World P2? But even harder. No. Just no. I already have enough of a bad time with that level. Something else with Ultra Kill, it's been difficult for me to, like... actually talk with the people in my stream, because I like doing these streams and actually talking with people, and it's difficult to do that on Ultra Kill because I have to be so laser focused on it that if I end up looking at chat for even a moment, then I end up losing a run, and I just feel bad, and then I get stuck like, man, I want to look at chat for a little bit, but every time I look at chat I die. So either I need to figure out how to be like better at multitasking, or do something different. And I honestly just end up not feeling the best after those streams. That's what I think, though. I think if I'm like trying to be a lot more casual and not really focus on the game too much, just kind of like constantly given opportunities to glance over at the chat just to see what's going on. Sometimes focusing, sometimes chatting, sometimes focusing. I'd be fine with that. I could try to get better at doing that specific idea. But what I think ends up happening is I keep like switching between the two too much, and I can't focus on one or the other too well. It just ends up being a bad experience for me. Don't get me wrong, though. I still do want to play Ultra Kill and have fun with that, because it is a genuinely fun game to play around with. I just think I'd like to see if I can make it a bit more of a casual experience, is what I'm trying to say. And custom levels, as good as they can get, if they're very difficult, then I'm going to be focusing on the game a lot more, which I know some people would like, but like I said, I just like interacting with chat a lot. MP, you should really try the Cerberus EX. It's totally not the hardest custom level known to man. Oh gosh. I'm starting to think it's actually the hardest level. Langor says favorite Ultra Kill non-custom level is 3-4 Gluttony and 6-5 on Heresy. 100% very real levels. Aha! Ha! You can't fool me. There's not even a 3. There's not even a 3-3. There's not a 3-3 or a 6-5. Whatever. You lie. There's not. Unless there's custom levels. So kind of closing out on that bit of a conversation. I would like to play Ultra Kill some more. I'm just not too sure on playing it for now. Whenever they come up with a new update, I'd probably check that out. And I'm not too big on playing... Not too big on actually playing custom levels at the moment. I think also it's because I don't feel like I've experienced everything the base game has to offer. Ultra Kill multiplayer. Ultra Kill multiplayer. I don't really have friends that... Well, wait. I was about to say I don't have friends that play too much, but you guys could count. Again, that would be fun, but I don't know. I'm just not too sure on it, really. It lets you hear the other people's messages. When you have the chat. Oh gosh. I'm guessing you mean like a text-to-speech feed going into your head. Is my assumption of what you mean, Hungry Horse. That's gonna be a lot of different voices. Play Ultra Chess in the credits area. Oh yeah, they do have like a chess game area in the credit. That could be something I could check out one day, just like exploring the credits. I'm just not too sure on that right now. MP, will you play it again when Fraud releases? Yeah, most definitely. I'm thinking on like trying out. Do I actually want to try brutal difficulty? I know it's gonna be difficult, and I'm gonna have to focus a lot. I'm not too sure on that. But I would like to do brutal at some point. I don't know. I really just need to think about it. Hunger says you can only hear if you hear stuff over the constant weapon firing. There's also 2 special guns in the credits from MP. Oh yeah, I think I have explored the credits area a couple times, and there's like a black hole gun and some other stuff. It's like one other weapon. There is some cool stuff there. It's just I've explored it already. Actually, that's another point I got for like trying out different games. I've played Ultra Kill, Undertale, Deltarune before, like years ago. And as fun as it was to play it all again, and it really was, I kind of want to find other... You've been playing for 2 hours. You should probably take a sip of water. I might. Yummy water. Thank you for the reminder, game. I see. So I played the 2 games for a couple years now, and I've known a lot about them anyways, so it wasn't like a brand new experience for me. It may have been in terms of like getting good at the game. That was kind of a new experience. But right now, I just kind of feel like I want to play a game I literally haven't played before, and that's what that In Stars in Time is. I'm gonna try that. I feel like that's gonna be... I'm not expecting it to be overly fun, but just like a new experience, mainly. Akita should add petting Kidder. the weird lopsided cat in the credits that insta kills everything. Why isn't there the ability to pet him? That's the question. Ender's saying, oh, the Shapes has a thing. I don't know. It's cheaper. Probably a sale. Actually, to what extent? Oh yeah, Shapes is another factory type game where you have to put a bunch of shapes in different orientations. You got to cut them up into like little corners of squares and then combine them in a very specific way to make a shape that that the factory needs. Let's see where it. Wait, let me find that really quick. Oh yeah, there is a. Let's see. So, yeah, there's a 25% sale. I might get in it because it's on sale. I think you should. I actually tried playing.
Hey guys, this is.
Or where is it? Oh yeah, Shapes 2 is on a 25% sale, $18, $18.74 USD. Which conversions? I don't know what the conversions are specifically for other things. But anyways, Shapes 2, really good factory game. It's not as intense as Satisfactory, but it has its own taste of insanity that you can go on. It's 18 euros, says Ender. Alright. It's like a relatively close then. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I need to think about this really quick. Okay, so each of these ports can output about 360 water. How much water do these need? 100 each, and they need 800 total. Heh. Right? Let's see. I could probably have like 2 drone ports. One for each of those tubes, but then I need like a little bit more water to complete it, I think. Unless, I could probably overclock one of these, and then that probably worked out. Oops. Yeah, I think I'll do that. But yeah, Shapes 2, very fun. I have played it quite a bit. You are actually space engineer, pioneer guy, trying to harvest asteroids that are made of specific shapes. I like it. I really do. I think it's good. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do for this. Hunger wishes the funny was here, then Dean would drink more water more often. Well, I mean, you could just ask me to drink water and I might drink what? Yeah. Wait a second. I'm out of water. I gotta fix this. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go fix my lack of water situation. Ponder the orb while I'm gone. I shall return in a moment with more water than normal. I am now back with some amount of water that is greater than or equal to no water. Great success. Okay. Do I want to... I think I'll have it here. Just trying to think about, like, positioning the water drones in a reasonable way. Do I want to... jeez. Ender, I love writing a page so long... A page-long essay to ask my dad if I can buy a game. Father, I must ask of you. I must now purchase a game. It is a game called Shapes 2. You see, it teaches you how to make factories and make shapes to fit a specific factory. It is very good, Father. Please, let me buy it. Allow me the opportunity to make shapes. Tell him it'll be good for your future factory job. Because you do need to... Because, like, the whole thing does ask you to do really... be really efficient with your assembly line creations. I genuinely believe that games are a really good way to practice specific skills. I mean, with factory games, the main thing is getting resources to where they need to go and making sure that you have the power and the infrastructure in order to withstand that amount of items per minute. And that's actually some things that people in the real world that make actual factories have to think about. Of course, it's not entirely in items per minute, but it's like very close to what it would be in real life. And optimization too. Oh yeah, that's true. That actually reminds me of like a situation I found myself in where I felt like I was being suboptimal with specific processing or processes or whatever. And it was because I wasn't prioritizing what I wanted to do correctly. Because I end up doing something that would take a lot of time, which... He says yes! Woo! You get shapes too! Have fun with it. To my knowledge, it's less resource intensive than Satisfactory. So go crazy. Hunger's gotta go, bye. Alright, thank you for sticking around, Hungry. You have a good day, dude. But yeah, for a while I've been very, I think the best words that I can put for that is I wasn't allocating my my limited time resources very well. And while I was playing Satisfactory, over time I felt like I got a lot better at actually managing my time. Let's see. Figuring out, like, alright, so is this possible? Is this feasible for me to actually do? Or is it actually impossible? And then I'm like, been trying to figure that out for a while. And some things are actually possible, some things just aren't. It entirely depends on how much work I'm willing to put into this crazy project that I'm going through. Is crazy enough that I had to rethink how I play the game to make it more efficient. Let's see. Let me get rid of these, actually. So all that to say, video games actually do improve your... They can improve the what you do on your job or whatever work you do, simply because it gives you a risk-free place to practice those very ideas. So if you think that you can complete a project in one specific way, well, then try it out. See if you can complete a project with this mentality. If you can't in a reasonable, timely manner, then you could just change out how you do projects afterwards. Let's see. So that makes 60, technically. Let's see. Let's see if I can unpackage that one a little bit quicker. And just says that he was surprised about that. I get where you're coming with it, but my parents do not care and don't know why. Well, I guess they don't need reasons then. I mean, also, you could just get video games to have fun. That's like the other main reason people get video games. You know, just remember, it's only a game. You don't have to be mad. Just have fun with it. People who take games seriously should get money for it. If they're not getting money for it, then they're putting a lot of effort into it, or just having a lot of fun with it, one or the other. I say that, and I have been playing this game for so long, and in fact, am dedicating a lot of time to playing it, and I'm not getting paid for playing the game. I don't even have ad revenue set up yet, because I don't have the 1,000 subscriber requirements in order to even get passive ad revenue. This song is so fire. It's Minecraft music from Volume Beta. It's very good. I think the last one called Intro, that's what it was. Just trying to think about what I need. Why? Can you change the difficulty? What do you mean by that, Ender? I'm not sure what you mean by that. In Satisfactory, there is technically a difficulty setting where you can make enemies not attack you as much, or attack you only in retaliation for you attacking them. In Shapes. In Shapes, there is a difficulty, and it's basically how complicated you want your shapes to get. Because they can get very complicated, like aggressively. You can because alright, get ready for this. You're gonna have to stack shapes. Like, you need to have a circle go on a square, but you also have to make sure that specific corners of that circle that you put on that square are specific colors. But then you also need to replace one of the corners on one of the circles with a star part. That's the kind of complicated that we're getting into. I would recommend, just for starting out so that you know how the game is played, starting out with like the intermediate or easy difficulties, I think, and then working your way up to understanding the game good enough to more reliably do the difficult shapes a lot easier. Or just have fun and give yourself the hardest shapes possible to make. Whichever, it's your choice. Just the same as it was my choice to put myself through this wacky quest. I don't need to go on this quest, but I'm on it. Hmm. Let's see. Not entirely sure what to think, what to talk about at the moment. So if anyone's got any topics, feel free to throw them in chat, and I'll probably talk about them. Although, to what extent? Ideally, something with Minecraft Satisfactory, or just like factory games, or I don't know, just to throw them out there. Shapes is infinite from Ender? It is, as far as I can tell. The game takes place in like a massive, infinite plane, or like an infinite grid type thing that has a lot of different shape resources that you then have to use space conveyor belts and trains to eventually get them into a usable factory setting. Because at the end of the day, you have to send all of your resources down the vortex hole in the very center of the map. And just says, because I just scrolled to the left a lot. Yeah, it is pretty infinite. Or it's like realistically infinite, I should say. Well, because technically speaking, there is a limit. It's the integer limit, or something like that. I don't know what exactly it is. Dean, have you ever played Escape the Backrooms? That I have not heard of, actually. Backrooms is a concept that I've heard about before, but I haven't heard of Escape the Backrooms.
This is Tobias, creator of Shapes 2.
Shut up. Escape the Backrooms on Steam. Co-op horror exploration game, traverse through eerie backroom levels while avoiding entities and other dangers and try to escape. Ender says, love it, I've only played for 10 minutes. MP says, to be honest, you should play. I have played Lethal Company, which I'm guessing is just going to be kind of similar. Oh gosh, I'm like looking at some of the gameplay trailer. Okay. It's only $10. I'll think about it. That could be something I could do for if I don't have anything else to do. Not sure when I might. It looks interesting. I'm not certain if I'll play it though. It does look interesting. Although, let's see. The idea of the backrooms I find interesting. Oh, okay. Okay, I just remembered one point. Me and my brother, we love collecting Nerf guns. We love them a lot. Nerf guns are cool. They're very fun. At one point, though, let's see. Our parents were out one day, and we went into. Let's see. I'm trying to remember this correct. Anyways, we had this like one Nerf gun that we don't get to test out too much because it's not even like a normal Nerf gun. It uses like those those foam balls. I can't remember like what specific theme that it was. But we don't get to test it out too much because the foam balls like go everywhere. They're like super bouncy, and they're also really small, so they're easy to lose. So we don't use it too much. Well, one day we thought about just testing it out for funsies, and well, one point we launched it. It launched a ball like I think 40 feet or something across our house, which that was kind of cool. But then we had a problem of, wait, where's the ball at? And we legitimately could not find it. We kept looking. We were inside, by the way. We were like inside our house. We kept looking for it everywhere. And we literally just couldn't find it. And we both were like, man, it must have entered the back rooms or something. Because, like, I swore, I checked like every nook and cranny that was available to us, and it was just gone. You know, until we waited a couple hours, and then it showed up randomly underneath of a drawer that I've already checked. Like, I've actively already checked it, and it wasn't there. And then, like an hour or so after the fact, we find it underneath the drawer that I've already checked. How did it get there? I don't know. It just appeared somehow. I love the idea of the back rooms because it gives an explanation to, hey, where did that one random object go that fell between the crevice? Oh, the back rooms where everything goes to never be found again. And just the same, I searched for your headphones, couldn't find them. I hate when that happens. But yeah, like I said, eventually we did find it, but like I remembered that and I was like, man, I'm convinced that the backrooms is a legitimate thing because we legitimately just couldn't find it. Hi. I don't think we've actually used that Nerf gun since then. Just because we're like so afraid of losing the projectiles from it. Backrooms footage is real, it's not just infinite. It's just not infinite. Oh, okay. Come on, let me place it. There we go, good job. Let's see, is there enough room for another one? I don't think so. I'll just have to make some room. There we go. But yeah, Escape the Backrooms video, Escape the Backrooms game. That might be something I could check out someday. Again, I don't know when. I'm honestly still trying to find out like what kind of games I actually want to stream or like having time to do those. Because as much as I do want to play like some of the smaller games that'll probably take like one stream to get done, there's also a lot of other stuff I kind of want to focus on and do. I mean, I don't stream every day, and I don't stream longer than 3 hours, simply because there's like videos that I want to make, or just like things I want to research, or just stuff I want to look into. Basically, that's the idea. And I try to spend the time that I have on these streams interacting with my chat, just sharing random stories about what's happened to me every now and again, or just seeing what other people's thoughts are on specific topics. I like this a lot. Then also on the weekends, at the moment. Just trying to play like big games, or like bigger games that are kind of long. Because other thing I want to work towards. I want to become a voice actor at some point, and I think I can do pretty good with it. I somewhat feel like I need a bit of practice in the acting department, but the voices thing I think I can do fairly well if I like practice some more on it. I mostly use YouTube, the streaming, the video editing, stuff like that, mostly as practice for the big things that I want to do at some point. Whatever they inevitably end up becoming. Is a storage... It's a storage room of a building? Referring to the back rooms footage that is actually real. Okay, from what I know, believe in yourself. You will be a good voice actor. I know I would. I know for certain I would. Because I've been talking for like ever already. That's one thing. But let's see. I think personally, as good as I am as doing like voicing characters, I feel like I need to get better at acting them more. I have done on my Deltarune and Undertale streams. I think I've done a good job like voicing some of them. Some of them not exactly to my liking, but they can definitely be improved. And that improvement is trying to embody them a lot more. And just, I don't know, just trying to figure that out. Although I think that I'm actually thinking about how to voice characters a lot. Does actually kind of mean something when it comes to me wanting to be a voice actor. I think that means a lot. It's that I care about it. Oh yeah, MP, allow me to introduce to you some inconsistencies in Satisfactory. This, right here, is called Z-fighting. It's when two separate surfaces are on the same surface and they're trying to fight for who's on top. Now, who exactly is on top entirely depends on where the game feels like prioritizing it. We can see here that this half is a half and half. This half, however, one of them is slightly on top. And then this one, there's a wall that's in the middle. And then on this one, the wall is fighting over the right. The same glitches indoors as well. Oh, I think it's just like a universal game thing. What I don't understand is why it's not consistent, because this is on the same level field, but it's slightly different. Like if I get rid of that one and place it back again, like it. Oh, well, that corner doesn't like it. Then if I go further away, then it just kind of glitches out as well. So yeah, that's Z fighting. There are, from what I've heard, methods on stopping that, but it's like really annoying to do, because you have to manipulate the position of a foundation so that it doesn't intersect with itself or something. Or I just make a second one. Wow, that actually is better. I'm gonna use that. And foundation wins. All right, there we go. All right, so the half foundations can clear it, but the full ones are still glitchy. Whatever. Can't fix that. Anyways, something I have been thinking about in terms of doing voice acting was starting out with audiobooks, just as an example. I mean, I I feel like I'm qualified to at least like do something with it. I've been talking for several hours. I've got the endurance. And then I have a lot of fun like voicing different characters and trying to make them somewhat feel like characters. I genuinely think I can do good voice acting. I just need to I need to do the next step, which is actually getting some kind of a job or a gig in actually being a voice actor. That's the next step I need to do. And right now I'm looking for that at the moment. Something funny that I kind of remember from like the Ultra Kill streams from recently was like a lot of people jokingly saying, "Hey, you should become the next Prime Soul on Ultra Kill." I think that would be hilarious if I can somehow land that. Although I don't know how to go about that. That'd be fun if we like will that into existence. Don't know how to start. Let's see, update on the factoriness. I'm getting a bunch of water drones up here. 1,000 subscribers at last. What? It'd be funny if I, like, randomly got 1,000 subs randomly. Oh, wait, are you trying to talk about, like if I was... at last, 1,000 subscribers. It has been too long. Long have I remained dormant, and now, only now, have I've become something more notable. I don't know. I didn't actually think about that. Long have I remained dormant, broken in pieces. You've put them together. Congratulations. Yeah, okay. I think the other thing I want to do is, like, also get into improving. What I mean is, like, even if I could, like, voice the character really well, I think what would be really cool is if I can voice them so well that I can just make up lines that they would normally say. And that's where the improv comes in. If I think that's kind of what I mean by trying to get better at acting. It's more of the improv-ness, where I just kind of make up lines. Although, that being said, I know not every voice actor out there is, like, the best at that specifically. So I don't think I really should judge my ability on something that not everyone can do anyway. Okay. How long is that? That's only 5 total? 5 total. Trying to make sure I get the symmetry. Yeah. So I think this project's not... It's not half complete, but at least this part of the limestone factory is half complete. Where I have all of the I'm getting close to having all the water drones ready. Gosh. Whoa, whoa, hey. I don't know what happened, but I guess my game decided to lose 200 frames. Yes, I like how this looks. This is very nice. I guess kind of on the topic of custom content, like modded stuff or fan games. As much as people in Ultra Kill also, or as much as people in Ultra Kill want to ask if I can play like some of the custom levels, just as many people also ask if I would do like some fan games from Deltarune and Undertale. I've been thinking on that, and that's kind of also why I wanted to try out Delta Traveler, just kind of as a way to get started on that. It's basically the main characters from Deltarune, Chris and Susie, in places where they really shouldn't be, basically just like traversing through a bunch of different games. And that came out like several years ago, and I think it seemed like a lot of updates since then, and has like a whole 3.0 version, and I kind of want to check it out now. Just to see how crazy it kind of gets. Also, I feel like I see the game more as a kind of an independent experience from what Undertale and Deltarune have, because it's not really trying to be a continuation to it. It's just like a fun spin-off. And there are a lot of fan games that do that, like where they're like whole fan games where the whole point is that it's a very specialized boss fight. But I guess that kind of goes for like custom levels in Ultra Kill. Well, what kind of games are you all interested? I know MP is very much into like Ultra Kill or Roblox, but is there anything else that you do a lot? Just out of curiosity. Totally not trying to fish for talking points or anything. Yeah, not much else. Oh, alright. Usually just play those two. Okay. Although, I guess I'm one to talk. I play a lot of Minecraft and Satisfactory. Interplays Rocket League and Overwatch. Ooh. MP says sometimes combat initiation on Roblox. But actually, that's kind of a thing on Roblox, that where like there's a lot of different games that you can play on there. Like it doesn't have to be one thing, since it's more of just a game engine that people play on. So there's a lot more opportunities for different games. Combat initiation's an ultra kill game. I think I've actually seen my brother play that a couple times. Doesn't it have like a giant robotic dinosaur as a boss? I think I've seen that one. Like most of what I've seen from Roblox is kind of whatever my brother plays on it. Yeah, it's that one. Oh, okay. Yeah, that game is actually really cool. The great dark blocks or something of fire. Menacing. There's oh shoot, what other games were there? I don't remember any of the titles, but there was one game that was like a really detailed card game. I forgot what it was. And I thought the models looked really, really nice. Like, I'm surprised they were able to get those kind of models in kind of models. Also, Ender mentioning Rocket League and Overwatch. I might actually talk about those in a bit after the Roblox stuff. MP, to be honest, Combat Initiation's only hard boss is Vagabond, or aka Gabriel. Machine, turn back now. Wait, hold on. You're not a machine. What are you? What are you doing here? To be here is to cross the will of God. I humbly ask of your death. Please give it freely. I don't know, I'm just making up lines at that point. Whatever. Bro parries are swords and has absolutely no parryable attacks except 3. Yuck. You know what? That does remind me of Gabriel, because Gabriel is kind of like that. Anyways, Ender mentioning Rocket League and Overwatch. I haven't played Rocket League that much. I just know it's a fun sports ball car game. Overwatch, though, I guess there's like some thoughts I have on it. I don't think I've played it too much, though. Like, let's see. I like vividly remember one time. I think I do actually have Overwatch, or at least I bought it somewhere on my Activision account. But I don't think I've like really played it, because let's see. I liked playing Wrecking Ball and Sombra a lot, but I think as time went on, it just didn't feel like their playstyles was well balanced to be fun. That's what I think. And it's like they kept trying to make it worse or something. I don't know how to really word it. Although probably by now it's like significantly changed because of reasons. Ender says Sombra is your main for DPS. I think also I tried DPS stuff, it just didn't work out for me. I probably should have played more, but I think I just got tired of playing at some point. Kelnick asking why all AI language models are made in English. My guess is that's just the primary place where they're all at. That's my main answer to that. Okay, water drones are set up. How many is this? I think it's 24. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 6, 24, 26 of them. Kelnick main support. I think in most of the games I play, I end up playing support as well. Well, I think for Overwatch, their idea of support is throwing out shields everywhere and not dying, or hopefully saving your teammates, which may or may not work. Medic, Lucio, Driller, Pybro, Engineer. Those are some examples that Kelnick mentioned. Yeah, all of those I'd say are like really good supports. I noticed 3 of them are in TF2 base. Nothing against. I love TF2 a lot. Gosh, I wish I wanted to play some of the Halloween maps, but I just never got around to it. Oh well. And it says I currently main tank, but I love my incredibly so good teammates. They aren't. That is relatable. All right. So I got 26 of these. Okay. Kind of like wishes there were more Pybros. Well, oh goodness. I'm actually just gonna stand up for a bit. I've been at this for like almost 2 hours now. Goodness. All right, quick, not doing anything break. Let's see. Kelnick wishing there were more Pybros available. I think that'd be cool, but I feel like Pybros are more good against spies most of the time, just because most of their playstyles are really good against them. When it comes to being bombarded by tons of soldiers or demos, it just gets more difficult. MP, speaking of games, I almost forgot about DVN. What's DVN? I don't know that one. Is that some kind of old cassette player? No one knows that. Let's see. You probably guessed it's a Roblox game. Oh, fair enough. For some reason I didn't think that already. I don't know how I didn't. TV Int Arts. To be honest, it is so fun. Well, if you have fun with it, that's fine. If you have fun with it, that's good. Oh, hold on. MP saying it's a wave-based game where you get tons of weapons, but it got discontinued? Oh. Oh, shoot. That's unfortunate. Alright. Back to actually doing stuff. Let's see. So starting at 23, then I can move on. MP's gotta go. Alright, see you in a bit. Or later, whatever. Kelnick, when I was a kid, like my brother, I played Lumber Tycoon 2. Tycoon game. Shoot, where was I starting? It was like 53, was it? 53. Port number 53, please. And thank you. Okay. $54. I guess on the topic of like classes and support type stuff, Lumber Tycoon 2 is goated for real. That was from Ender. Another Lumber Tycoon enjoyer then. Speaking of supports in some games, I recently got into a game called Deadlock, which is Valve's new secret, not so secret, open secret playtest game. I've been playing that a lot recently, and there are technically classes. Not really. It's more like characters have kits that make them perform a specific role better. So there are technically supports, but also the supports have really high damage on their guns. Like everybody has some kind of a weapon, and they're all really effective at actually being DPS. But the actual like DPS characters have passives that very much make them significantly better at that role. All that to say, supports in Deadlock can also be DPSs, and it always feels very effective no matter which role you end up playing. Let's see. Let me double check my drone ports really quick. Let's see. That one was 58, and I started with 59. That correct? Yes. Okay. I'm very interested to see like how Deadlock will end up being, because the game changes like literally every day. There was literally one point when they released a patch that had a whole bunch of changes to it. Some people didn't like those changes, and then literally the day after, the devs reverted a couple changes or changed them around to be what they want. Like the development speed on that is insane, but also because it's in very early development, there's a lot of unfinished stuff in there. That is to say, it is as complete as an unfinished game could possibly get. Not really. It keeps adding new stuff that's far from ever being considered remotely ready to be even looked at. We're all just a bunch of guinea pigs in that game, basically. Let's see. Count like the game mode that was different from other game modes. We had to cut a bunch of trees and sell them. But we can clean the trees on our base. But we have to build the base, and we build it whenever we want. Oh. Tycoon stuff. By the way, Dean, what is your DRG main? Mine's Driller. Mine is Scout. I've had the most fun playing Scout. Just the amount of mobility that you get on them is really, really fun. I even had like I had a whole... Let's see. Water drone 64? Was it? Hold on. Yeah, okay. So I need to start with 65 next. But yeah, I did make a DRG video some years ago. Or like a year ago or something like that. And I mainly played Scout in that footage. And I have a lot of fun with Scout. Mm, 66. Although I think my second favorite one is Gunner. I just very much like the gunning. Let's see, 66, 67. I'm just double checking so I don't like overlap some of these. Kinda like I'm really into the DRG atmosphere, so every time I see a video where someone leaves a dwarf behind, it stabs me in the heart. Ah. Leave no dwarf behind. That reminds me of, there's like a story that I was telling near the end of that DRG near the end of that DRG video I was making, where I unfortunately didn't have footage of this because this was happening like after I started the actual project. But basically, my brother and a friend of his were on a journey to the center of the Earth, where we've encountered a slight problem when we had to evacuate, and that's that the drop pod decided it would be really funny and land on the ceiling, which of course caused a bit of panic and problems. But because it was like so high up and there wasn't a way to actually get there normally. Slight issue. We didn't have a driller either, so we couldn't drill up there. We just had like an engineer, gunner, and a scout. I was the scout. Well, what we ended up doing, I had to coordinate everyone together because they were all panicking a little bit too much. I told our gunner to shoot a zip line up to at a specific angle, and have our engineer put up a platform underneath there so we could safely get up there. And all the while they're on the zip line, I'm trying to make sure that no enemies are attacking them. I'm just flying around and making sure nothing gets to them too much. And eventually, we actually do manage to get out by I think 5 seconds remained or something. But it was a very intense get out plan. Kelnick's planning on making a DRG machinima about Carl. Ooh, that'd actually be kind of cool. That actually would be kind of neat. I wonder what Carl will think. Carl. For Carl. What's it? I don't know how confirmed this is, but wasn't the place that Carl met his end the Hollow Baug? With all the place with all the thorns? It'll be in Russian, but it'll be in Russian because I don't think I can get English actors. Oh well. I mean, you could try your best to do it, but if you need actors for it, that. Well, anyways, I wish you luck on that. Wait, shoot. What was it? I know there's a tool that, or a feature that DRG is able to use if you have an NVIDIA card. I forgot the actual key binding for it, but it allows you to, if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, actually get into a fly camera that allows you to move around. It allows you to move around the camera and actually do some cool recordings with it. You have mods for it? Oh, alright. Well, if you're able to get away with using mods, nice. Why would I need NVIDIA stuff? Because the feature itself kind of required NVIDIA graphics cards. To my knowledge, with the limited amount of information that I've looked into that's what you needed for it. Although there's probably new stuff now. Again, when I made this was a year ago, so there's probably stuff I don't know about. Right, well, good news. The limestone refinery is prepped for the limestone. Now I just gotta actually get all of that in there. It also has all of the water. And I think, I'll keep this guy. I'll keep this guy up and running, actually. Let's see. I need to actually start getting other limestone nodes connected. One in that direction. All right. Kelnick also tried to make his own blockbuster mod in DRG, but couldn't make an import of 3D models in real time. I remember you mentioned that you were working on that. I could imagine that being absurdly difficult. Especially like like you mentioned, like the importing function. I don't even know how you would import stuff directly into the game. Let's see. So this is a pure node. Okay, just kind of double checking stuff. So this one's a pure node. That'll output at 1,200. Unreal Engine blueprints don't support real-time loading. Ew. That might be why then. This is why Java Minecraft is better, because it can. I got an idea. Remake the entirety of DRG in Minecraft, and then use the Blockbuster mod there. Don't do that. That's ridiculous. Gosh. Completely random thing. I've got a little robot vacuum, and he's a robot vacuum. He's called Nibbler. He likes cleaning things. But oh my gosh, he has found his way into the bathroom, and he's stuck on some towels. He keeps getting stuck there, even though we tell him not to go there. Just a little bot running into towels. That's all he does. Okay. 120 each. Kelnick says, could make a machinima about DRG, but in Minecraft, but I decided not doing that. You know, I'm saying that out, now that I'm saying that out loud, it feels kind of weird making a Deep Rock Galactic film not using Deep Rock Galactic. Oh, good grief. Guys, there's a spider. There's a spider. Okay, got him. Okay, so that's those guys. I think getting this one might actually be a little difficult. Instead of making a one-shot machinima in Minecraft. Well, that one's a little bit easier, I think, because both of the games are very blocky in appearance. So it just ends up working out a lot better. Let's see, I might actually overclock 2 of these here so that it evens out more, because this is going to be annoying if I'm trying to even out everything. Let's see. So that's technically 10 refineries worth, so that would actually be 800. So that's 800 per minute of, let's see, of concrete. Probably gonna have to copy that maybe. Right. Next, the limestone node. But yeah, I could see like one shot getting into Minecraft or like making one shot stuff in Minecraft just because of like the pixelated environment. You can it's easier to translate both of those together, I think. DRG is just like a whole different game. I'm just surprised at how fast that's like getting items. Okay. Next, limestone. That direction. Alright. What kind of quality is that? That one's a pier as well. Wonderful. Thinking about it, I might need to go through and double check some rates on my water, because like I'm modifying how much water goes in, and I think there's not gonna be enough, and to some extent. So I think after I get all the limestone connected, then I've got to go through and double check all the rates of water, which that's just gonna be annoying. Whatever. Get it done eventually. Okay, checking out my time. I got about, I think, an hour left. Yeah, something like an hour left before I feel like calling it quits, which actually ends up working out really well. Because, let's see. Because I think by the time I get this project done, then I'll actually... Yeah. I think I should actually be close enough done with this, which would be nice. Outlaw. Big eye. The big iron on his hip. I don't know. I don't know all of the lyrics for it, so I won't be able to like sing that. All right, so this is another pure one going in. Another pure node. So that's another 800 concrete. Sweet. I am gonna have to get all of these items into one train system, so that's gonna be a bit to make sure that gets set. Oh my gosh, I just see all like the drone ports here. Okay. So that's a normal node, that's another normal. I'll go over there next. Get those two together. And that'll make enough for another pure node. So, current projects that I'm working on. I'm still working on a, it's that diggy hole motives to some extent, yeah. Gotta keep digging. No, Sonic Racers here, hello. Right, so get you caught up, right, Sonic. I made a big factory over here that gets a bunch of limestone and water together and turns that into concrete. And right now, I got all of the water as well as the refineries set up to make all the concrete that I need. I just need to get the limestone, and that's where I'm at the moment. Also, let's see. Projects I've been working on. There was one video, the State of Dean video, of which I still need to actually work on. It's, I think like halfway done, something like that. Well, half is subjective. It's like, it's still being worked on. I just need to, actually spend the next few days sitting down and actually finishing it. Which, I think I might be able to get it done by the end of next week, probably. I really need to get it done, though, because there's stuff in there that will probably get, like, outdated, and I just need to finish it. It basically goes over, like, channel history for a little bit, what's been going on, my like, specific thoughts on it all. Did you set up all three pipes? What do you mean by all three pipes, Kelnick? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Let's see, is there a power tower nearby? Somewhere. Pineapple or pizza or nah? I don't prefer it, really. It's for the Morkite factory. There's no Morkite here. I can't do that. Can I get... Alright, there we go. It should be power for that area. Well, let's see. So yeah, progress on that State of Dean video. I usually use the time I have for those State of Dean videos for like testing out different editing styles. So you might see some different edits or effects there, and I usually use them as practice for whenever I get into like really big videos. And there's actually a lot that I've done already that's only been possible because I spent some time on it with doing State of Dean videos. So I want to do another one pretty soon just to kind of get an update on that. My thoughts on some stuff that's been going on. It's the idea. Just want to get it done. Have you heard of Uncle Samstonite? I have not, no. It's the first time hearing of it. Also, I don't know if I responded to the pineapple of pizza, yay or nay. I don't like pineapple in general, so... I guess that explains it. Yeah, limestone. I would like this limestone. Very important. Another pure node. Get that. It's the same. Let's see. People put apples on tomatoes. Apples on pizza too. Same for tomatoes. Well, wait. Doesn't pizza have tomato sauce though? Like it just has tomato sauce built in, like just by default. Although I guess you more mean like actual tomatoes. Like actual tomatoes in there instead of just sauces. You did crazy. Now, apples on pizza. I've never heard of that before. That's new to me. I do like apples though. Like it's one of my favorite foods. I don't think I'll put it on pizza. I don't think I normally do that anyway. And get that connected. Apples are yum. They are very yummy. My mom also says they're high in fiber. It allows me to eat fiber without eating fiber. Not really. Random story. For a long time, I never really felt comfortable eating the peels of apples just because I didn't like the taste of it. Until my mom kind of talked about, you should probably eat it because it has fiber in it and you need more fiber in your diet. And I'm like, yeah, fine, I guess I will. But like, for the longest time before then, apples were still one of my favorite foods. But how did I eat the apple with the skin on it? Oh, that's easy. I just literally ate everything around it. That is to say, I literally just kind of like took a bite out of it and just left the skin. Like, I used a normal apple cutter to get it at least. But then I was just like, eat only the apple part and just leave the skin out. An apple for me, thanks. Yum times 1,000. All the more about the basics in education and learning. Oh, wowie! An apple for me! Apple. Ooh. Really quick, I'm gonna go do a thing really fast. Ponder orb. I will be back in a little bit. Orb. I swear I'll be back in a bit. I just gotta go check up on something. Guys, he left. We can say whatever we feel now. Nope. I'm back. I will now bring law and order into this chat. And I say... I don't care, go wild. To some extent. Not actually go wild. Within reason, go wild. Within parameters. Which means restricted. Which means I'm thinking too much into this. Anyway, Satisfactory is a cool game. Gosh. I forgot how much limestone I actually need to, like, get connected to get this to work. Alright, so that's the limestone going in. Extra concrete. Spilladilla, do you know the way? I do know the way. It's right over there. It's just behind you. I don't know why you all keep asking. It's just over there. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. He knows the way. I know the way. Oh, that was an old meme. All right. Do I actually... I was trying to think about if I wanted to store items there. I don't think I really need to. Next to Big Chungus, bro, the MLG memes is my favorite from Sonic. Oh gosh, I remember years ago when like VR chat was just starting to be a thing. That was just one of the random funny things that people just kept talking about. I never really got into VR chat at all, but I've seen like a lot of videos about it. Although technically, I don't even have a VR headset. Although technically, you can go on there without a VR headset. But I think every time I don't know why, every time I tried to actually get on there, it just said, no, you can't. What? But why? No, you just can't. Well, that's annoying. Oh, how the times were back then. Ah, they were the times, Sonic. Back when things were a little bit more simple. We didn't have to think too much. Nowadays, it's not really like that. I'm beginning to feel like a geezer now. You feel like a geezer. How do you think I feel? Undertale is 9 years old, and I've been there at the beginning. I felt old when I learned that. It's actually 10. Well, technically, it's achieved its 9-year anniversary. Because it was... Hold on, when was it really... It was like 2015, I think. Let me double check. September 15th, 2015. And it is technically 9 years old. Sonic sucks at time, it's 9. Next year, it's gonna be 10 years old. Good grief. Also, shoot, Deltarune's like 6 years old, I think, because the Chapter 1 version came out, or the full Chapter 1 came out 2018. I remember that day. I remember that day well. That was a day. A day to remember. I was in college. It was a day like any other. But then, suddenly, the Undertale Twitter got taken over by Gaster. Anyways, there was a lot of interesting stuff that happened that day. I didn't sleep a single bit. I had an exam in the morning. I didn't care. I went to go do chapter 1, and I did it. Played it for 3 hours. I was like, what? This game is 3 hours? That's crazy. And that was my experience with the game. I very much love it. Can't wait for new chapters. Remember Matt Pat? Oh gosh. That old guy. Who's like older than Undertale. Who has a kid. He has a wife. He's old. I honestly keep forgetting like how old a lot of like celebrities in YouTube are now. Like there's a lot of new people that are here, no doubt, but there's also like a lot of them are just old. Just saw a Kelnick's joke. Let's see, is that one? That one's another pure. Okay. The joke was funny. I don't feel like saying it out loud, but it was funny. Not, as a not French, I concur. Boget. That was from Sonic. Oh, good grief. Oh, I apparently have so many berries in my depot that's actually maxed out. Goodness. Might need to actually craft some inhalers soon just to use up all that stuff. Supersonic's iconic catchphrase, baguette. I thought it was chili dog, but okay. It is now baguette. New Sonic lore. Kind of like, it could be funny if it was written in Russian, because originally the joke was in Russian. Oh. I kind of figured just because the punchline at the end is, why are you all talking in Russian? Why is everybody Russian? That actually reminds me, it's like when there's like some animation that came out in different countries and they try to like localize somewhere else, but then the conversation is like talking about how they're really good at their own language, but they're speaking an entirely different one. One that I remember was like for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. One of the first conversations that is had in part 3 was welcome to Japan, woman from America. Wow, your Japanese is quite good. That's quite good. And he says the entire thing while he's saying it in English. So it's like, wait, but she spoke English. Yeah, you have really good Japanese, but I'm speaking English. Yeah, but the script says I have to say that, so that's what I'm saying. It was like the original thing was in Japanese, so it just felt weird, I guess, changing it. I don't know. Localization's weird. Why is this not close enough? That's close enough, though. Let's see. Ender has fallen slave to shapes 2. Ah, we've lost one. Or have we gained one? Kellex says, by the way, there's 2 U's in Russia. Oh, joy. Out of curiosity, what's the difference between the 2 U's? Is it like pointing towards a plural or a singular, or is there like a difference between that? Supersonic Racer. Adam Sandler's iconic catchphrase. Yeah, baby. That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo! Wait a second. That's Moist Critical. That's not Adam Sandler's. One is a single person, and the second is for multiple people if you want to be formal. Huh. Okay, all right, that makes sense. I think DeanSpillaBean is most critical. No, definitely not. Hey guys, I think they're on to us. Well, what do we do about it? I think we just coast it out. I think they'll ignore it. All right. Kind of like mentioning that there's like one U that's used for singular and one that's used for multiple people if you want to be formal. That does remind me of something similar happens with... Oh, wow, I put the water in the output. I put the water for this section in the output for some reason. Because I'm smart. There we go. Now that should work. Okay, I mentioned the youth thing. Let's see, for multiple people, or if you want to be formal. Oh, okay. That's still kind of interesting. Let's see, in the English language it's kind of similar, although I don't think there's any specific rules on like you being used in that specific manner. It's more like you, and we just kind of point at whatever we feel like pointing at, and whatever we end up pointing at is what is you, which could be multiple people or singular. But I think most of the time the you word that we use, like YOU, is more used for the singular, but it can be used for plural if you give it the right context. That's something that's annoying with English as well. You have to give everything context. Different same words have different meanings depending on the context, and it's really annoying because you have to keep track of the context of everything. Supersonic Racer says he can type in wingdings. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove that you can type in wingdings! Prove it! Don't copy paste anything. Type in wingdings right now, Sonic. In other news, I need to get some limestone. There's a pier node way over there. I'm gonna go get that. Meanwhile, we're waiting on this Sonic fellow over here typing in wingdings. Yeah. No joke. I actually want to figure out if I can do that someday, just for fun. I think I like tried it out at one point, and I think I just like got kind of done with it. Why would anyone want to learn how to type in wingdings, specifically for Undertale Deltarune? Because the wingdings font is super important to the lore. That's literally the only reason. So some people in the community actually can read wingdings because they have nothing better to do. Although I think it would be funny doing that. Oh my god, he's typing in wingdings. I can't understand a word he's saying. This is the best I can do. Well, close enough. Just call it close enough. As I heard in German, you have to make a lot of refactor when you want to say, this is my son or this is my daughter. Is it because it's like very similar? Or I don't know how similar that would actually be. Okay. Get that powered. Surface is uneven. How dare it be uneven? I mean, in Russia or English, it's simple, just change one word. In German, it's change all of the words. Oh gosh. I now see the problem. Although, I think Japan kind of has a similar thing, or like with Japanese text, they have to like rewrite the entire sentence if they want to have a different context, because they have to have let's see, so like in English you have different words, or words that can mean different things depending on what context you give them, in what sentence you use them. But in some languages like Japanese, and I guess also in this case German, you have to reword everything because different words have different context. And you're saying, I don't know, I don't know how to properly pronounce that, but I'm guessing it's the German translation. Oh yeah, because Ender's German. Which, that's pretty neat. He's saying that those two are similar. I mean, it's different spelling, like different general spelling though. I'm looking at it, and it's like Kelnick said, it is like an entirely different thing. Oh, actually, it's pretty similar though. Eh. So maybe it's not really that different. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the guy that knows German here. DeanSpillaBean. Have you spoken another language? No. I don't really know enough about a different language to even like speak in it. Although I've always wanted to learn Japanese because I thought of it as like a really interesting language. Supersonic fact: nigh is no, and nigh is yes. Nigh. That's nigh, actually. I love context. It's so great. We can make so many words with context. Sonic, he speaks DeanSpillaBeanish. Oh, I see. He lives in the land of DeanSpillaBean. Yes, this is all true. I only speak DeanSpillaBean. It's the only language I understand. I have to translate everything. It's ridiculous. What's worse is that no one else speaks this language, so I have to like translate everything to English and then say it to people. So no wonder I keep stuttering. What am I saying then from Sonic? You're saying what am I saying then? That's what you're saying. I can read English. Read and say I know I can read it. I know I've mistakenly misspoken a lot of times, but I swear I know it. Kenlick says anyway I'm a helicopter now. Okay. And now a helicopter. That explains why he stutters so much from Sonic. Yes. That does explain everything. You see, English is not my first language, it's Danish. I'm generally not neutral. You're one of them. Same as all of us. You could be helicopter, though. Helicopter. Helicopter mode activated. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Let's see. Sonic, if someone is gender neutral or allergic to binary code, do they still have their parts or not? Not sure on that. Wait. Oh my gosh. For all of these pipes, I actually put them in the outputs instead of the inputs. Wow. I'm a professional. Joy. I think the better question, though, Sonic, is if they don't have parts, which one would they be? I don't know, actually. My pronouns are helicopter. Oh, gosh. I'll never understand the whole gender thing. Oh, well. Hey. Invalid pipe shape. Why is it invalid? How the heck if I know? There we go. Sonic, Ender says, interesting. How about no? Oh, gosh. Ender's math exam is on Friday, but it plays satisfactory in shapes. Hey, it's practice. It's practice for your math test. It's all practice. You gotta do number crunching and future predictions. Study, you fiend! From Sonic. Let's see. Sonic also mentioned he just got confused when I found out they exist. I think I'm still to this day very confused. I don't think I'll ever like have a solid idea of what it is because it just doesn't make a lot of sense. How do you change your gender after swapping? That's what I'm saying. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, cool. I also did the outputs on here, too. Lovely. How are you attracted to frying pans? Follow for more surprising tips. Let's see. Kelnick, there was a story in England. Police stopped a bus. Agree. Neutral, probably. Pansexual reel. That was a response to the frying pan joke earlier. Or I guess in this case it's not a joke, it's real. Yeah, I don't understand that stuff. Some people understand it, and it's their job to understand it. And I just don't know. I've thought about it too much, and even still it doesn't make any sense. And I love thinking too much. Let's ask the LGTV community for all. You'll get the longest answer ever. The longest answer, and then even still, you won't have an answer. Probably. I don't know. Depends on who you ask and how you see it, I guess. Interesting. Haven't finished the tutorial and you're stuck. What do you mean you're? What do you mean you're still stuck? What are you stuck on, Ender? I can try to help. I played some. I played Shapes Abyss. So I can give you like some tips. I meant I can't get further? What? Hold on. Well, what state of the game are you in? Like, why are you stuck? I can try to figure that out. Allow us to try and assist you. I mean, nothing actually, but I don't wanna do complication. Yeah, that was the same realization I had when I was playing Shapes. I'm like, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to do all of this. This is insane. This is absurd. And yeah, it does get to that point. You gotta get specific corners to arrange in very specific fashion, but then also get some specific sides of shapes in a very specific fashion. Also, in a very limited resources in terms of space getting stuff to work. It's a lot. It's a lot. Let's see. So there's a normal node over there, another normal. Okay, I'll probably have to ferry those over. Sonic Eraser says, if it's math, don't worry. I still don't know what 1 + 1 is. Ha! I know math. I know what 1 + 1 is. It's 2. I'm now good at math. Kelnick says, as Russian, I don't understand pronounced stuff. If 2 biological gender, you can't change it. It's evolution. Correct. Or is it? No, that is correct, but some people think otherwise. I think, from what I can tell, it's more of a lifestyle thing. Like they're trying to live a specific lifestyle of thinking differently. That's the main way I've figured to think about it. It's like a type of religion. Although some people say that it's not a religion and it's real. I think it's a community of people thinking in a very thinking the same way. That's all it is. It's a lifestyle. That's what it is. Sonic Race says, I mean, you're technically the same gender, could be wrong. Again, I still think... Let's see, from what I've looked at, my genuine idea of what it could be is just how people feel like living their life, which that's just generally what it is. Part of their personality that they want as a part of themselves or something. Although, for it to be like a requirement to live, I'm not too certain on that. Yeah, okay. I don't feel like getting too much into that. Anyways, there's some limestone here. I gotta take out some dudes in order to even get it. Yeah. There we go. Do I actually have power over here? Oh wait, I got geothermal generators. So I kind of do. I think if I can just plug into where those are and then I'll get into my network. Sonic, if SpillaBean Dilla Dennis is so good, then how come there aren't two Billa Dina Spilla? Good grief! Right, let me restart that one. If SpillaBean Dilla Dennis Venus is so good, how come there aren't two Billa Dean Spilla Spleen Dennis? I actually messed that up somehow. Because there's only one. I'm the summation of all Deans and Spillas. But still only one, technically. Kelnick, do you know in the human embryon, it's always female at the start, but at the end it becomes a boy or girl? Yeah, I do know about that one. Where, like, the thing becomes another thing, eventually. Just if it happens or not is a 50-50 chance. That's all I know about that. Let's see. Sonic, what about the time that you showed the second DeanSpilla? There was never a time there was a second DeanSpilla. Because we're all one Dean. Real lore. There was never a second Dean, there was only one. Alright, really quick, I gotta get power hooked up. So all of your Super Saiyan color forms are just one combined? Yeah, why do you think it's stable right now? I'm always changing. All the time. Different parts of me come out depending on what's needed. We experience things as one. We eat food. It's nice. We think a lot. We think as one. We are Dean. That's me specifically. And you're whoever you are. Just be sure to think for yourself sometimes. That's all I'm trying to say. You're the only you that's out there. Alright, really quick, I need to check where that limestone is. It's along this way. Okay. Oh boy, I'm gonna make some hedgehog stew in the afternoon. says the hedgehog. What? No, why are you a cannibal? Why would you do this? No.
Actually, I'm a porcupine, technically.
Well, you may have spikes on you, but do you launch them outwards whenever you do they dislodge from you? I thought not. You're not a porcupine then. Because actual porcupine, you're sometimes porcupine. Yeah. You know, just whenever you're feeling like it. Am I getting close to the limestone? Yes, but it's a ways away. Sonic rolls into Sonic rolls into a ball and bothered this old guy named Dr. Egg. I think let's see, Kelly, I think what you're saying, I kind of feel the same way with it, because I feel like they're like excessively open about it, which I think is just part of their lifestyle. Nothing wrong with it. It's just, all right, we get it. Anyways, I'm going to experience some other stuff for a while. I do get what you're coming from, Kelnick, though. All right, I just really come just like checking which one of these is the incomplete limestone path and which one is. And yeah. I honestly don't think there's anything really wrong with it. It's just with everything when everyone, like, it goes with the same with, like, any community ever, where, like if I talk about Satisfactory forever, that gets annoying for everyone. We get it, bro. We know you love Satisfactory. We get it. Hold on. So I think it's just kind of normal in them. It's good grief, the overly complex topic. Sonic says, I swear, the more genders that get added, the more flags, the more letters, the more confused, and now we want normal society to make tower jokes. That's kind of something else I wish they like worked more about. All right, so you can do anything. All right, then I'll do this. Well, okay, so you can do that. All right, so what is it exactly? Well, it can be anything. Yeah, but what is it exactly? Can you like define it? But you can be anything. We live in a world of logic. At least makes like some sense of it, please. Alex says that's a taboo. That's a taboo topic. Generally, it kind of is. Not really something people talk about in the open. Say, Kelnick. Although that being said, people love talking about gender. I'm just confused by it. I don't feel comfortable about it too, Kelnick, but if that's their lifestyle, that's their lifestyle. Can't really stop them. Ender mentioned doesn't mind it either, but just annoyed when it's everywhere. You know what? That's actually a good point. Where like they have a whole month dedicated to them. Where's Satisfactory month? Where's the month of Satisfactory? Where's that? What about the month of Minecraft? Where's that national holiday spirit? Where is it? Why do they get the special treatment? So in that aspect, I kind of see where you're coming from, Ender. Satisfactory month win. Factory appreciation month. August is now Satisfactory month because that's when it released. Probably. Be kind of weird. I think, I mean, it's personal stuff, isn't it? The intimacy thing. I mean, yeah. Like I said, really, it's a lifestyle. If they want to live a life like that, then that's their choice to live a lifestyle like that. My lifestyle's to play Satisfactory for a while, and you're all here by choice, really. Of which, thank you very much. Well, I don't go out of my way talking about, hey, this is like the best thing ever. You need to be a part of it. No, we're just people that just so happen to have the same thought, like similar interests. So we're just kind of hanging out with each other. There's really nothing wrong with a lifestyle or a community or an interest. Just as, yeah. Oh, hold on. Checking that off. As long, do what you want. Just don't bother people that don't want to be bothered. Is kind of what I'm trying to say. Ender, Smart Satisfactory September. SSS. It makes so much sense. Wait, was it released in Wasn't a... No, the game was released in August, though. Let's see, Kelnick says, nothing against people of the community, I just hate when they yell at everyone. that's kind of... Ender says, yeah, but the S is fit. Okay, we could go with that, I guess. Yeah. Hold on. Oh yeah, Kelnick, in terms of like which they to use, just use they. When it comes, again, context. Context is a funny thing, isn't it? With a specific context, you too can be misunderstood. Although one thing I have thought of that like could kind of work is if like anytime you're using they in terms of like talking about a specific person, like a pronoun type thing, you could just capitalize it. That's something I think English doesn't use very well. We don't capitalize pronouns. We just, even though they're supposed to be important enough that they should be capitalized, but they aren't. I think they should be. We capitalize I, but we don't capitalize he or she or any of the other ones. If anything, if you're going to go through that much effort, you might as well start using capital. That's what I think. Kind of like says I meant to have nothing against the people of the community, just take the abnormal part of this community. I kind of get what you mean. I kind of get it. kind of. It's hard to describe. Let's see. Is there even enough limestone to actually finish this? No way. Oh wait, I didn't get to that one pure node over there. I'm gonna go get that. I need somehow get 6 more pure nodes. I thought there actually would be enough here. Oh, what? Well, my game crashed. Hold on. No. Wait. That was weird. I guess my game crashed? See, Supersonic Racer. I brush my arms and wash my goldfish. Why do you need to wash a goldfish? Ender, I arm my brush and goldfish my wash. Now that's even weirder. Kelnick, as long as they don't touch me, they are normal. If they want to convert me, they're abnormal. Wait, this is why I have a 15-minute autosave, so that I don't lose much progress. But here I am, back like 10 minutes. Oh well. Did I get... I didn't even get this one yet. Oh gosh. I did get what you mean though, Gal. Kind of the same thing when it comes to, hey, please don't bother me. I want to live my lifestyle. Please don't enforce your lifestyle upon me. Is kind of, I think, an argument that a lot of people are saying. I don't mind what you do at all. Just don't force me into it. There we go. Alright, so I have to actually redo a lot of this. That's annoying. Actually, wait, I'm actually at the 3-hour mark. I'm gonna have to go kind of soon, actually. That actually does look kind of cool. Just kind of going into into the distance of this. I'm thinking I might actually end the stream off pretty soon, as in like right now. I gotta go do some other stuff. I could probably stick around a bit, but that's just gonna cut it too close. So I think I'm gonna try and get the rest of the limestone nodes to this factory in the downtime between now and tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to try and get all of the concrete and steel together so that I can actually start making stuff. I would love to start actually making stuff. That would be sweet and swell. To hopefully eventually get mod frames. So, I want to try and prioritize that for tomorrow. Alright, so yeah, the stuff that we got done today is getting the limestone concrete factory set up. All of the water is ready as well. I've just got to get it limestone and get it on a train to go all the way over to the steel factory that's on the other side of the planet, other side of the country that I'm in. And I'm probably going to do that off camera in between now and tomorrow. Tomorrow, I want to get onto the making steel and all the parts that's required. So, I think that's going to end the stream. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Kelnick, Ender, Supersonic Racer, thank you all very much for sticking around for this long and just hanging out for this long. Thank you all very much. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. I'll be sure to see you all tomorrow. Anyways, y'all have a good night. See you tomorrow, everyone.